Hey there, my awesome artists. Welcome back. I hope you're excited to complete part 2 of our lava lamp lesson. We are actually going to wrap up the lesson today. So at the end, you will be submitting your lava lamps. All right, guys, so what are we going to be doing for this second part? Well, I'm going to show you guys how to shade to create some highlights and some shadows. We want to create the illusion of our lava lamp looking three-dimensional, meaning we want it to look a little bit more realistic, okay? And shading can definitely do that. So if you want to take your art or your drawing to the next level, adding some shading will definitely do that. And then, you guys, I'm going to talk to you about your lava lamp and coloring your lava lamp and choosing your 2 colors, all right? So let's first talk about the shading. Okay, you will need a crayon. I made my lava lamp, I wanted it to look, metalish, so I went for a gray. Now, again, if you want to do some other fun color for the metal part of your lava lamp, you are more than welcome to do that. It's going to be the same concept, it's just a different color. So if you don't want to do yours in gray, you do not have to. You can pick another color. All right, so shading is when you color lighter to create maybe some highlights like we're going to be doing, and then you can color darker to create some shadows. All right, so shading is all about coloring lighter or harder, I guess. So as you can tell, I kind of colored in a sideways motion. All right, so I'm going to start off with some light shading. All right. And then I'm going to go towards the middle and color a little bit darker. I want to be consistent with my shading. And then I'm going to go back to some lighter shading. All right. And if you can't see it, that just means maybe I need to go a little bit more, color a little bit harder to show the difference between the shading, to show which part is the shadows and which part is the highlights. So all about the shading and how heavy you are shading. All right. Okay, so there are my highlights and here are my shadows. Okay, so now I'm going to go back towards the bottom now, and I'm going to shade again. And actually, guys, I'm going to grab my lava lamp really quick and show you guys what I mean. All right, so you can clearly see the highlights and the shadows. Okay, and now towards the bottom, again, you can see where the light is hitting. Okay, the shinier parts, and then the darker spots are the shadows. All right, so that is what we're trying to create on our lava lamp. Okay, so I'm gonna color again, our shade a little bit heavier. And again, I'm kind of sticking with this kind of sideways motion. All right, and then I'm going to go and shade lighter, show a highlight. And then in the middle. Now I'm going to create a shadow right here, so I'm going to press down harder. And then go a little bit lighter to show a highlight. Whoops, and I apologize for my camera. And then go ahead and shade darker for my shadow. And again, sticking with that sideways motion. And I think I'm gonna make this shadow a little bit whiter, so I'm just gonna go back over it. Okay, and you can always touch it up again later on if you feel like you're not really getting that illusion of it looking shiny or showing the highlights. So you can always touch it up later on, which is something I always usually do after I complete my lesson, my artwork. I usually go back over it. Okay. All right. Let me go back over this side. All right, guys, so that is the basic concept to shading, okay? Shading lighter and shading darker to show your highlights and your shadows. All right, next up, guys, let's talk about the coloring and how are you gonna pick your two colors? You guys are gonna pick a color from the warm family. So your warms are your reds, oranges, and yellows, and also those pinks can go in there as well. And then you're gonna pick a color from the cool family, which is your greens, your blues, and your purples. Okay, when you pick a color that is across from each other on the color wheel, that is called a complementary color scheme. Okay, one color usually accents the other and just makes the other stand out and pop out more. Okay, so you can choose any two colors that are from a different family. I can even choose purple and red, even though they're next to each other on this color wheel. Purple is still a cool color and red is still a warm. All right, so for example, I went with pink. Okay, we talked about pink kind of fitting into that warm colors family. And then I went with green, which is a cool color. All right, boys and girls, so that is how you're gonna choose your two colors for your lava lamp. I used markers and crayons to color my lava lamps. That's definitely something you can do as well. I just want you to have fun with the lesson and make it super colorful. Some of the what you could also do is if you have watercolor, you could watercolor the background. Just anything you have at home, boys and girls, I want you to be creative and use and explore those materials as well. So, like I said, this is the completed part of the lesson. So you will be taking a picture, submitting in Schoology. All right, I cannot wait to see your super fun, super groovy lava lamp. So again, don't forget to submit. I hope you had fun, boys and girls, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.